The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They send Parker in motion left. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Patriots in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Dolphins surprisingly didn't use Gesicki as much in the passing game as expected last year. But now he gets to make them question that twice a year after signing with the Patriots as a free agent. He fits New England really well and gets them a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Brian Brzee in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, it's Miller. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll work down inside the 45. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got it down to the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Carr. On the right side, this is Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Motion left, Smith. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion left goes Smith. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now Bolden on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing Jones. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Here we go, get set. 11-11.
On the counter, Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
You're mine.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll give it up the middle to middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now Jones off the play fake.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
To throw his car. And this one complete to Smith. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Down! Get down! Get down!
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
To throw, it's Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far with this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones.
Gets this complete to Butte.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Drake fighting his way through contact. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Jones. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone's expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The 47-yard line.
Jones now throwing on 1st down.
This goes out wide for Drake.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go. 11. Here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
694.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
21, 21, 21. Here we go. 11, 11.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
12, 12, 12.
Looking to throw. Jones working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
21, 21, 21. Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11. Great time.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Here we go. 11, 11.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
21, 21, 21.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're mine.
Carr going to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Carr.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21, 21, 21.
Up the middle they go with Drake. A beautiful fake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. They'll run it again with Miller.
Down at the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Carr now to throw.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block the field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire into snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second at a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Here's Carr to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he is caught. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing his Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. It's number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 1st and goal. Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Patriots, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah.